Councilman Rutherford, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, thanks. All right, council members, we're going to start the countdown to begin the announcement session. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everybody. We're going to begin the announcements session before the April 6, 2021 Metro Council meeting, and we will start with Councilman Rutherford.
Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. I've two quick announcements. District 31 community meeting via Zoom is tomorrow, April 7th at 6 p.m. We're going to be discussing a couple of potential new developments on Burkett Road near Nolensville Road, along with several other key items going on in the district, along with some legislative updates and the budget. The information on connecting is on my social media, also on the events calendar, or you can contact me at my email, john.rutherford@nashville.gov. And then secondly, the Metro Council Special Committee on Veterans is kicking off. It's an inaugural meeting on Thursday, April 8th at 9 a.m. Everyone is welcome to attend. That is also a Zoom meeting with contact information or connecting information on the events calendar, or contact me, john.rutherford@nashville.gov. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Council Member. Council Member Bradford.
Thank you, Pro Tem. I just want to give a few announcements for those in District 13 to go ahead and put on your calendars. On the 14th of this month at 6 p.m., it's a Wednesday night, will be my next quarterly town hall for District 13. My guest for this quarter will be the Assessor of Property, Ms. Vivian Wilhoit. I'll also have Mr. John Honeysucker and representatives from Public Works to discuss and answer questions about the differences between USD and GSD. Then on the 17th, that following Saturday, is my monthly office hours. They'll still be virtual for this month. You can RSVP by emailing me at russ.bradford@nashville.gov. The time will be between 8 and 11 a.m. Lastly, on the 21st, I will be holding a community development meeting about a potential development on the Pleasant Hill area of the district. So if you live near Pleasant Hill, please put on your calendar, there will be a development meeting about a potential development. With that, I thank the Pro Tem for this indulgence. We'll move on.
Thanks a lot, Council Member. Next, we'll have Council Member O'Connell.
Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. A few key announcements. The first is that both in Nashville and across Tennessee, everyone age 16 and up is now eligible to receive a COVID-19 vaccine. The Metro Public Health Department is offering those. You can find information about appointments at covid19.nashville.gov. A couple of other important updates there. If you visit nashvillemta.org, you can find under their COVID-19 updates section information about they are providing lifeline services at no charge to COVID-19 testing facilities. So if you visit nashvillemta.org, you can learn more about that program. Again, that is no charge access to individuals who are unable to drive themselves and do not have someone else who could transport them. They are offering that service free of charge to COVID vaccination sites. One other thing I wanted to mention there is that Nashville is very fortunate to have a number of providers in partnership with the mayor's office looking to ensure that anyone experiencing homelessness in Nashville is eligible to get a vaccine as well. The neighborhood health is continuing to offer walk-up vaccinations to anyone who is unhoused every Friday morning at the downtown clinic at 705 Drexel Avenue. So if you know, or you are working with, or you are experiencing homelessness at this point, please be aware of that neighborhood health opportunity of walk-up vaccinations downtown. Again, if you know anybody who lacks access to transportation, or you don't have convenient access and have no one else who can get you to a vaccine, Nashville MTA, We Go Public Transit has you covered. This is important to ensure that we get as many Nashvillians as want one to take advantage of the opportunity we now have that they can get them. I also wanted to mention there was a fundraising event between our last meeting and this meeting. where there was a benefit concert for the district and Metro Historical Commission Foundation Fund, which is supporting Second Avenue and the restoration thereof. You can visit secondavstrong.org. That's second as in 2ND, the number 2ND, AVE, strong.org, to learn more about that restoration effort, as well as to donate. Private donations very much encouraged, and I am eager to see that restoration happen as thoroughly and restoring as much of what we knew of the original character of Second Avenue as possible. So thank you for your attention to that effort, and thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. That's all I've got.
Thank you. Mr. Bradford, is that your hand up from before still? Thanks. Councilmember Gamble.
Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. I want to announce that District 3 is having a development community meeting to discuss several proposed developments in our district on this Thursday, April 8th. Information about how to join the meeting is available at nashville.gov on the council calendar website, as well as on my Facebook page at Jennifer@JGamble4Council. Also, the Public Works and Public Safety Committees are holding a joint special call meeting for council members to discuss proposed legislation regarding the use of license plate readers on April 13th. Information about how to join that meeting will be forthcoming from the council office, but just want to remind council members that the joint Public Works Public Safety meeting to discuss LPRs will be held on April 13th. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Benedict.
Thank you, Thank you, Pro Tem. Wanted to just announce on April 13th, we'll have the April District 7 office hour. And this month we're going to feature Jim Hawk from Neighbor to Neighbor, who's going to present What's Your Neighborhood Passion. We'll also have Lisa McCready from the Metro Action Commission, who's going to talk about details with rental assistance for Davidson County residents. So that will be on April the 13th at 6 p.m. The details, the web link for that will be on the council calendar, nashville.gov, and also on my Facebook page, Emily47. Thank you so much, Pro Tem.
Thank you. Council members, I don't have a good way of knowing whether committee meetings are still going, and sometimes we have people straggling in after that. Does anybody know whether there's any ongoing committee meetings still? Councilmember Allen tells me that Rules is still going. All right, well, I'm going to keep this open just for a couple minutes in case somebody straggles in. I will mention, I don't think the Vice Mayor has done an announcement about this yet, but I believe it's decided that we'll be remote again for the second meeting in April, and then back at the Convention Center in May and June, and then back in the chamber in July is the plan. Obviously, that's always subject to change if circumstances regarding COVID change, but that would let us be in the Convention Center with its additional space for the budget public hearing in June. So that was discussed at an executive committee meeting in the last 10 days that we would meet remotely in April, Convention Center for May and June, and then back in the chamber in July. And hopefully by then everybody is safely vaccinated, not just the council, but all the people that make the council meetings happen, from the clerk's office to the council office to the administration. So that's the plan. And I'm still not seeing any other hands. So I think that's going to be a wrap for the announcement session. We'll be back at 6:25 with Pat Nolan's intro and 6:30 for the council meeting. Thanks a lot, everybody.